Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to tie the Cedar Moth. It's a CDC pattern with an elk hair overwing, and it works pretty great. So I'm just starting with a size 14 Barbless dry fly hook, and I've got an 8/0 rusty dun thread. Just going to bring it down to the hook bend and start dubbing it with some waterproof dry fly dubbing. I'm using a white, kind of a cream off-white color. Just add a little bit, and I'm just gonna wind it up from there with a very slight taper. Make sure you take your time, get the body how you want it. Overlap a spot with the dubbing if you have to, just like that. And then if you need more, just add it. A little bit more. That's about perfect. So I just bring it a little bit past the hook shank. I mean the point of the hook, sorry. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna take my CDC Underwing. I'm just using white CDC for this. I'm just gonna line them up. Just 2 feathers. I want them to be about the length of the hook, so just to the end. Just tie them in well right there. Separate them. Once you got those secured, just cut those off. And you know what I should have done? Okay, so before that, I'm sorry. You want to tie in what will be the back of the fly. So what I'm going to do, instead of redoing this, I'm just going to put them out of the way. Then I'm going to take a natural colored CDC puff and tie it in right there behind those wings again. So you should tie this in before the white underwing, but we can still do this. So just tie that in behind. One wrap should be okay, and then just secure it up here. There we go. Alright, now I'm just gonna take another little CDC puff and first split the thread. Once you've got that split, just stick the puff stem in there. Then just let go. Then you just cut off the stem end right there by the thread. I'm going to pull those so that it's equal on both sides. And then pull the CDC fibers apart from each other and just twist it. And now I'm just going to wind this up a bit. Pull back the fibers. There we go. Those are going to be our legs, and there's a lot of fluffiness and powders on the moth, so that's what that will imitate. And now I'm just going to take my elk hair, just a little bunch of that. You could also use deer hair, but I like the look of the elk for this fly. I'm just going to tie that about the same length as the underwings. Do some securing wraps. And just pull these fibers back and clip them. Try to get rid of as much of this excess as possible. That'll be okay. And I'm just gonna tie all that down. Looking pretty good. I'm just gonna take another larger CDC puff. Again, split the thread. And just insert the stem end. Let's try that again. There we go. So just like before, insert the stem, clip it next to the thread. Then you can situate that how you need it. I like to separate it a bit, just like that. Then again, I'm just going to wind that over the hair. Pull back every time. And leave about that much for a head. Then now I'm going to split the wings. So split the elk hair and find the white underwings underneath. And then in between all that, I'm going to take that natural CDC puff and bring it over to create the back of the fly. And that'll separate the wings a bit. And you should probably be more careful than me. You can see that I pulled a few of the elk hair fibers up with that CDC. Try not to do that, but for the sake of this video, it'll be alright. So I'm just going to secure that down nice and tight. Give it a whip finish. Just trim that thread, and I'm just going to pull that CDC up, get rid of it. Clip that as close as you can. And there you have it. Let's get all these fibers situated. Make sure it's looking good. Just pull out some of these. And there you have it. Nice little cedar moth pattern.